got the New York Post trying to do honest reporting on this, and you've got the rest of the media working together to try and suppress it. And that pattern continues to this day. CNN's Oliver Darcy, this is his take. Okay, this is the new CNN, right? The new, more fair and balanced CNN, reporting that Republicans are living in a reality distortion field. GOP lawmakers continue to push, quote, a factually unsupported narrative about the federal government secretly colluding with Twitter to censor the New York Post, despite, quote, no real evidence. To support this weighty and consequential claim, Republicans were unrelenting in peddling it to the American public. He is not a well-respected or well-known person, but AOC is pretty well-known, and she pushed similar messaging yesterday in a pretty outrageous description of this entire issue and your reporting. Here she is in SOT 7.
New York Post had this alleged information and was trying to publish it without any corroboration, without any backup information. They were trying to publish it to Twitter. Twitter did not let them, and now they were upset. A whole hearing about a 24-hour hiccup in a right-wing political operation. That is why we are here right now. And it's just an abuse of public resources, an abuse of public time. But instead, we're talking about Hunter Biden's half-fake laptop story. I mean, this is an embarrassment.
First of all, it's interesting to me. She sounds very nervous. You can hear the quiver in her voice. She's nervous. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's a problem. When you don't know what you're talking about, you get nervous. So your story's half fake. Hunter Biden laptop is now half fake. She's holding on to that. That it was a 24-hour hiccup in the New York Post reporting. That's not true at all. That's not what happened between you guys and Twitter. And that this is basically an embarrassment and a right-wing political operation, which I think she means Twitter is. I think she's referring to Twitter as a right-wing political operation. Okay, because Elon wasn't even involved in Twitter at the time that all this went down. And by the way, he's an independent. So what are your thoughts on her attack?
Yeah, she does seem nervous. And I find it extraordinary that she's supposed to be, a leftist, and she's just become an establishment shill. It looked like she was auditioning for a role in a Kevin Morris production over in LA. When she says there it was a 24-hour hiccup, our account was locked by Twitter for more than 2 weeks. We only got it back a few days before the election. That it stopped our reach. It cost us a considerable amount of money, and was just illogical. And they knew from the very beginning that what we were publishing was real. It wasn't hacked material. And for AOC to say that we published this story with no corroboration and no background material is just garbage. And it's obvious from all of our reporting that we've corroborated and checked and authenticated every word that we've put in the paper. And, from the very start, for instance, just one example of the corroboration, we had the contents of Tony Bobolinsky's devices, who was Hunter Biden's former business partner. And so his devices, he had the emails and the text messages and the documents and so on that were also on the laptop. That corroborated and augmented what was on the laptop, because he also had encrypted messages, WhatsApp messages with Hunter Biden and the partners and Jim Biden, where they were, much more open about their discussions. And we also contacted other recipients of emails. We compared, photographs and dates and diaries and, Secret Service movements, etc. I mean, there are a million ways to corroborate what was on the laptop. And so it's really clutching at straws, pathetic. I just think that the Democrats were so desperate yesterday to try and bury this story and pretend that it's not real, because they know the truth is seeping out to even their voters.
Even though, Miranda, now that you needed it, but even though now all the mainstream outlets, including, by the way, Oliver Darcy, CNN, have confirmed that the contents of the laptop have been authenticated, that it was real. Remember how fun cereal used to be when you were a kid, and how boring and bland adult cereal is, like fiber. There's nothing but fiber. Well, Magic Spoon has replicated your favorite childhood cereals to taste good, but each serving contains 0 grams of sugar, 0 I say, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and just 4 to 5 net grams of carbs per serving. It's a keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, and soy-free way to relive those childhood moments watching your favorite cartoons and stuffing your face with something you love. Plus, it's only 140 calories per serving. It's like there's magic in every spoonful, hence the name. With over 8 unique flavors, you will not get bored of feeling good with Magic Spoon. The super popular, previously limited edition birthday cake flavor is back to stay. We're celebrating our birthdays early with this fan favorite. Head to magicspoon.com/MK to grab a custom bundle of cereal and see for yourself. Try out the magic. Be sure to use our promo code MK at checkout to save $5 off your order. If you love those delicious, sugary cereals you used to eat when you were a kid, but you staved them off, you gave them up because you thought you couldn't recapture it at something that was a little bit healthier for you, check out Magic Spoon. They're so confident in their product, they back it with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like their product for whatever reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/MK. Use that code MK to save $5 on your order. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.